Well, hello there, and welcome to Nuwara Eliya. So it is a very different world from where I've left, which was Ella. Also mountainous. Ella was very warm. This is a much milder climate, which is kind of nice. I'm here for it. Amazing smell of, it smells like wild garlic. I wish that could come across on the video, but alas, you're just going to have to take my word for it. Little doggy having his lunch. So it seems very nice, very different. I am staying in a very unusual Fawlty Towers-esque hotel, of which there are some ongoing issues, but hopefully we'll get them sorted. So, come with me while I get lost, which is my usual MO. I'm trying to get a feel of the place, and it feels a little bit, I guess. No, I was going to say it feels more mountainous than Ella, but that can't be because Ella was very mountainous too. It just feels more. It's very different. I can't quite explain. But you'll get the idea soon enough. The temperature difference is absolutely incredible as well. It's nice it's not raining here because it was raining most of the time in Ella. Well, certainly a lot of the time. This country's amazing, and the difference in weather from town to town. So checking the temperature right now here, it is 17 degrees, and the next place I'm going to is 37 degrees, and it's only a few hours drive away. Okay, well, good morning. There you are from Nuwara Eliya in my Fawlty Towers type hotel. This is my view from the window. Utterly bonkers. Really bizarre setup here. Who designs a building like this? You would wonder. Disgusting bath mat. A very wet floored bathroom. I wonder, is that ever going to dry? And a couple of more quirks. Anyway, we're going to get the hell out of Dodge now and go in search of some breakfast. We had so much rain here yesterday, you wouldn't believe, in Nuwara Eliya. It was insane, and it's still sort of drizzling at the moment. But here we are. It seems like a nice, wet place. Lovely smell of... Smells like wild garlic, but I guess it's some sort of onion, maybe? It's got a very different vibe to everywhere I've been so far. And definitely fewer tourists, which is nice. Although there are tourists about, but it's not wall-to-wall white people like it's been literally everywhere else I've been to in Sri Lanka. So that's good that you can kind of get away from them if you wish. Of course, that does mean I'm going to stick out a little bit more, like a sore thumb. That's funny. Look at this built into the wall in the school. I'm not sure it's the most flattering depiction. Well, actually, who knows? Maybe it is. I have no idea who the person is. Maybe it is extremely flattering. In any case, I have a hoodie with me, which you've needed here, and I had to buy an emergency umbrella yesterday. Such was the rain. A little tuk-tuk sleeping area. This town is also kind of confusing with its lanes and roads and everything, which isn't great for a Connor. But I have a magic trick up my sleeve because I've already scouted the town yesterday. I've already done the lost thing, getting lost and staring at my phone and turning it upside down, all that kind of thing. Been there, done that. Okay, so here we have a main strip in the town. This is what it looks like. Nuwara Eliya. I hardly recognize it without the rain. These post boxes from colonial times, which we recognize in Ireland. We still have some of those, although we painted them green, to show that we have nothing to do with you anymore. Okay, I seem to be in the middle of the road, which is never a good idea. It's very early in the morning now, so I think shops and things aren't really open. Well, I say very early. It's very early for me. It's actually 20 to 9. That's not very early, really, is it? Okay, so we've got a mosque. Actually, yes, I heard their call to prayer this morning. Now that I think about it, that was the memory. There was a lot of weird sounds. This is a local supermarket, believe it or not. I'll just pop my head in. They have most things that you need, including alcohol. So I visited there a few times yesterday, stock up on fruit and actually nibbles, because it was raining so badly. I just stayed in the hotel all evening. So I had crackers and some Laughing Cow and nuts and fruit and the spiciest pot of noodles known to man. That was my dinner last night. So it's definitely got a more mountainy feel, I think, than... See, that's a stupid thing to say. Hello. Than Ella, which was very mountainy. But it seems more rural, I guess. Maybe that's what I mean by it. Now, I think there's a shortcut to where I want to be going, which actually wasn't a shortcut. This is the route that Google Maps said. It confused the life out of a Connor, as you can imagine. This, according to Google, this is the main way to where I want to go. This isn't a road, Google. It's kind of reminding me of bits of Nepal again, or Tibet or somewhere like that, somewhere rural and mountainous. That's where all the tailors hang out, that's for sure. This place is so wet. This town, I mean. Everybody's just opening up shop for the day. Okay, and it appears to be the market. Oh, this is much busier than it was yesterday. Lots of fruit and veg, and muddy puddles. I'll just take a quick walk around. It smells of fish, just so you know what it smells like. And there are drip drops everywhere. I'm not sure what's the story with the dried coconuts instead of the fresh ones. Well, it is a great little market, that's for sure. Is that durian or jackfruit? I'm going to say jackfruit because it smelled durian, didn't I? Gorgeous market. I do love jackfruit, so if it is jackfruit. Is it jackfruit? They look very similar. I must learn how to tell them apart. I also love these little limes. They taste incredible. Okay. There's a remarkable market. Good morning. All sorts of things I don't know what they are either, which is kind of cool. Like that big mound of orange things. We always stick to the same things at home. I wonder why that is. I suppose it's whatever grows in your climate. Well, it used to be that way. Avocados would beg to differ. There'll be some other crop. Probably one of these. That will be the hip thing one of these days. The must-have in the bougie cafes. Okay, somehow I'm back to the fish smell. There's obviously, I can't see it anywhere, but it's that dried fish. That's what I'm smelling. Wherever it is. Okay. Let's get back on track. Oh, that was fun. We're definitely a little early for peak. It is Sunday, by the way, just in case you wanted to position yourself in the week. We might take a little gander back here when it's in full flow. See what the buzz is. Okay, we're back on a main road, but believe it or not, Google, in all its wisdom, sends me down here as being the route. Yesterday, what is this? Like, what is that? Anyway, yesterday I was like, Google, are you sure? This doesn't seem like a road. But in fairness, it got me where I wanted to go. I feel like an expert now. This is perhaps the trick to making my videos so that I don't make a total ass of myself with my phone every 2 seconds, constantly pressing recenter, 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 constantly getting lost, is to do it without filming it first, and then you'll all think I'm amazing. Although I probably shouldn't announce that that's what I'm doing. But just go on and think I'm amazing anyway, please. Somebody has to. So this town is just full of hilly little hilly roads and houses clinging to the side of mountains, which is really part of why it was so badly hit by the disaster last November. This kind of area in the country was very, very badly hit. Because, yeah, for that very reason. And actually, on the drive here, I saw some destruction from mudslides, and it was incredible. I don't know if it was a new one or it's gone back to November, but the whole front of a side of the road had fallen in, and the house was just barely clinging on. God love them. They must be so worried. In any case, it's a cute little town. Little gardens and lots of different things growing, including, which isn't great, Japanese knotweed. I came across this yesterday on my travels. Should I alert the authorities? Probably. It's deadly stuff. Right, I really wish it would stop raining now. It's like this pilly drops that I can't figure out whether or not it's enough to open up my umbrella or not, but still taking in this lovely town. Considering how damp my GoPro got yesterday, maybe an umbrella might be wise. In any case, let's see if we can discover some of the rest of this town. It's a steep road down. This is the worst kind of rain, the in-between. It's like, it's not quite enough to put up an umbrella, but it's at the same time maybe just a little bit too much not to put up an umbrella. Good morning. All right, let's see what else this town has to offer. Oh, let's go up this way. Actually, that's a very cute little shop. Looks like we've got a traffic jam situation here. Again. I've been in more traffic jams in this country than you could shake a stick at. Me and my umbrella are just going to press on. This is a very damp town, I can tell you that much. Is that a house? How cute is that? I mean, dark, but cute. Bashful locals. I just feel like this town should be serving momos because it's giving me Nepal, but it's not Nepal, it's Sri Lanka. which probably means rice and curries. That's kind of their staple. And quite a delicious staple it is too, usually. And this brings us back to the market. Which we may visit again. Whew. Obviously Sunday is the big market day. No need for children's clothing, I'm afraid. This man ahead of us is wearing a Tesco hoodie. I have many questions there. Well, actually, I only have one question. I think we all know what that question is. Okay, so we're back into the town of Nuwara Eliya. Let's see what it has to offer then, shall we? There's a beautiful lake here, and not that you can see that right now. Fans, what can I say? Okay, I like the way people stop at the crosswalks here. I'm not used to that. It's a big enough town, actually. Taking it all in, it kind of has everything that one would need, I feel. This dog is just looking at his domain. Cute. Well, looks like everything is a go here on a Sunday. No rest for the Nuwara Elians. Everything seems open. They need a waiter here if you're interested. Are you going about this business? So, I don't know. They can make bread. Everywhere you go, you have this horrible processed white bread that's dry and I don't understand why they do that. More lottery sales. What are all these things? Okay, we appear to be at the bus depot. Presumably where a lot of people arrive and leave the city, town, I guess. Let's go behind the sweeper. Woo. Where's he off to with all these flowers? Okay. We'll go up here and then we'll take a quick look at the map, orient ourselves, and then go back towards the other side of town, because I feel like we're leaving and we're going towards the lake right now. Well, in fact, I know we are. Let's just walk up a wee bit. It'd be a much nicer town if it wasn't so wet. Oh, this rain. Umbrella up again, just to protect you. So thoughtful. Fruits and jam. Okay. How do I... okay. Get off this car park.
Thank you. Good morning.
Oh, we've got some protection from the elements here. Funny little mix of jewellery shops and clothes stalls. Some nice looking hoodies. Another vacancy. There's work to be had in this here town. I imagine people come here having been in all of the other places in this city, or sorry, in this country, which is really, really hot, and then they probably arrive here and they're like, so cold. I need to buy a hoodie immediately, if not sooner. How many tourists do you think that has happened to? I'd say countless. Okay, I seem to have stumbled upon a bus tour with some of the brightest clothing I have ever seen. Where could they be from? Who would wear that kind of clothing? Oh, wow, this is hilarious. Okay, well, there's the post office. There's all the tourists. Come to look at the post office and the Buddha. personally, I think the biggest attraction here is the orange people. Where could they be from? Italy? No. I don't know. Russia? I don't know why I'm just spouting countries here because I'm not going to get a definitive answer. Let's say goodbye to the tourists anyway. And I think we found the culprit of the poo on the pavements. It's a doctor's office. I'm going to ask them. I'm going to be like, folks, was it you? Is it your poo? Do you have any shame at all? You look me in the eye and tell me if it was you. Yes, he's looking very bashful. I think we have the culprit. Cute. Just random horses on the pavement. All right, I think we'll go back to the market, if I can remember where the market was. These little horses causing a stir. Bakeries on a Sunday, doing good business. I guess there's lots of shops selling trekking wear as well. Question is it North Face or North Fake? I would need a certificate of authenticity. Okay. Which way was the market? It was up there. Okay, the sun is doing its best to try and come out here. Okay, but it's not quite working, and it's this pathetic drops of rain are still doing its best as well to be annoying and succeeding. All right, we're gonna swing by the market again now that it's all up and running. Have a good nosy around. It's funny, I bumped into some somebody at a restaurant in Ella, and he had just arrived like within the hour, and he says to me, "Oh, Ella, it's just this one street, is it?" And I'm like, "Well, it's not really about the town. It's about the surrounding area." And I think there's very much that situation here too. But I think it's more interesting sometimes to look at the local life than the mountains. You can look up the scenery. It is very beautiful around here. But what about the people who make up the area and the culture? Sometimes it's more interesting. Oh, this rain. I don't know. I don't really have room to be putting up my umbrella. But we're going to have to do it to protect my equipment.
Hello.
Hello. One of these days, I'm going to find my dream backpack that I've been looking everywhere for. Although I have a feeling if it's going to happen, it's going to be in Vietnam. Okay, I'm going to have to take my umbrella down to get in here. This is what I've been smelling. I guess it's leeks. But they smell lovely. They smell like wild garlic. Hello, how are you? Not entirely sure what that was about. Okay, we're back here again. So this is our way to get back to the main street. Hello. A lot of people saying hello here, which I like. Nice sense of community, he says, on a 1 hour trip around the town. Yeah. Lovely smells coming from these kitchens. Really nice. Oh look, it's a healing room. Lots of lotions and potions. What a cool little mall, or whatever you would call it. I'm not entirely sure what you'd call it, but I like it. It's the Freedom Park Daily Fair Complex. That's what it is. Okay, so we're back into the main drag-ish. The little office license is already doing good business. As is the samosa stand. Short eats, buns and donuts. Actually, for a small town, there's a number of off licenses everywhere. Oh, look, it's a doggy. Is this a clock shop? Another off license there. Clock repair shop? I don't know. I think it might be a clock repair shop. Ice cream and chai. Okay, it's a lot more awake than when I left it this morning. Egg samosa, vegetable rolls, pakoda even? This is where I bought my emergency umbrella yesterday, which I'm going to have to use again. Holy moly. This town is so wet. Maybe I should get myself some samosas today. Who wouldn't want a samosa? You can stay at the Muslim hotel by the mosque if you want. All sorts of fabulous looking things. What are these things? We'll go down this way.
Glamourgate මීගමුව සහ අලුත්කම වෙනස්ම විලාසතා එකතුවක් පවුල හැමෝටම එකම තැනකින් විලාසතාවල වෙනස අත්විඳින්න ඔබත් අතමින්
Okay. Here's a horse just wandering around. As you do. It's a nice town. I like it. It could do with less rain, I'll definitely say that. But that's not under control yet. The Chinese are working on that, apparently. Is that another liquor store? It's a meat shop. Also known as the Butcher's, I presume. Okay, we'll just peek around the corner here. Just in case we're missing something terribly exciting and interesting. We have a big golf club here, if you're into it, and another liquor store. Wow. That's kind of mad. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a very, very short space. Whereas in the other towns I've been to, it was quite hard to find. You'd be lucky to find one. So I'm not sure what that says about anything. All right. I think it might be time to go dry off and have a coffee. and potentially dry out my equipment as well. Okay, but I very much enjoyed my little walk around this town. Which I think made this road so cross. I'm gonna guess it was the weather. Yeah, that's my guess. Okay, so from a very wet Nuwara Eliya, thank you for rambling around with me, and I will see you later. I will see you in Sirgia? Aha. Sirgia, I believe is how we're saying it these days. Where it's going to be much hotter, like very, very hot. 37 degrees is what I saw yesterday. So I'm going to enjoy the cool temperatures here, which is actually very nice. And until then, keep it masala, etc. Bye.